I said, I know this guy, Gary, and then Sarah said your last name because I get it. Last name. And he says, oh yeah, he says, I know him.
Seasickness. Thanks. Home sweet home. You fill me with love. You fill me with light. Thank you, Mother Moon, for this magical night. Shine upon all beings so free. Protect them and guide them, and so mote it be. Hi everyone, it's a bit of a wet and rainy day in Nova Scotia. Brett has been outside installing some new solar panels on the boat, and meanwhile I'm indoors and I'm finally got round to doing a little job I've been meaning to do for a while. I got these Canadian Company of Pilgrims badges quite a while ago when we were planning to walk a Camino, and didn't get around to doing it because of COVID. So I'm now stitching them onto our backpacks, because on the 31st of August we fly out of here via Toronto to London Gatwick, when we'll spend a night staying with our friend Annie in Tooting, and then the next day we fly to Biarritz, and we will walk from Biarritz all the way to Santiago de Compostela along the Camino del Norte, and hopefully on to Finisterre and Moschia if we have time. And we got these from the Canadian Company of Pilgrims ages ago with our pilgrim passports as well. So it's quite nice now to be able to do this little job. As always, Brett and I think ahead to the next adventure, and it's all very exciting. It'll be great to walk another route of the Camino de Santiago. We're really looking forward to it. Various adventures in search of eternal summer. Captain, have we found eternal summer yet? It's a tad rainy here in Dartmouth. Look at that. Whoa. Time to go out in the car. Look at it. Look at that rain.
Lady, I can't believe.
lovely day. A lovely day. We had a lovely night anchored at McNab and Wreck Cove. Actually anchored to, or tied to, the mooring buoy that's on one of the 3 wrecks in the cove. So it was, we were pretty sure it wasn't moving. We are now heading back to the club. Everything seems to be working well. I've got my usual Ray Marine issues, but you know, that's why I'm going to B&G. Thank you,
Yay.
Ray Marine.
Look at B&G over there. We've got a backup. Always have a backup.
Yes, and so now we're just going to putty along here. We've got the main and the jib up, and in a minute or two we'll do a little slight tack so we can head across the waterfront and sail by and see how busy it is, and then we'll go out to Dartmouth Yacht Club and tie up again, and then it's about 10 days before we fly to Europe, so we have a bunch of little jobs we want to do, clean up and clean out cabinets and cupboards, figure out what we're going to take off the boat, because next year we go south for 6 months and we want to get rid of a lot of stuff that just sits there. So we'll see. Anyway, that's our plan. Right now I'm looking at the beautiful waterfront of Halifax, one of the nicest waterfronts in Canada for sure. Very much like the South Bank in London. Have a great day.
How rubbish is your first mate?
She's great. She calls herself rubbish. She's good.
If you happen to be a first mate, you get to do all manner of small menial tasks that are heavily supervised by the captain. This is mine today. Oh goody, my favourite. Sorting out all of these into little clip-it boxes so that we can stack them neatly, I stress neatly and tidily, into the aft cabin.
Well, hello folks. Getting real close to our haul out day because we're leaving August 31st, so we haul out on the 29th. But we've had some good successes this summer. The biggest success is getting the solar panels set up the way we need them to charge our motor batteries and our house batteries. So right now we're sitting with 1,800 watts of solar power at 32.5 volts per panel. So we've actually end up with at a high peak of about 108 volts per side, and it's divided in two sides. It's divided in two sides because if we've got the sun on our starboard side, I want to have charging from there. If we have the sun on our port side, we'll get charging from there. So what we're looking at right now is being able to maintain probably 3.5 to 4 knots all day long if we're, say, in the intercoastal. Or for 3 to 4 hours, we can go up to about 6 knots and keep going. So if we're going through, say, the Panama Canal, where you have to maintain a 6-knot speed limit, we can do that. The small panels that are above my head here are actually our house panels. They're 100 watts each, and they're doing pretty good. We're probably going to have a wind generator as well. We haven't picked one up yet, but we'll take a look at that. The whole system, though, is ready to go. Next, we're going to be building a hard Dodger right across the front. We put this little TARDIS thing that's behind me on when we left Vancouver, just to keep water out of the main cabin and still be able to see things. It's actually, because of the solar panels, is becoming a bit of a problem. The vision is just not good enough forward. So we're taking it out next year. When we come back, it'll be one of the first things we do, is to cut that solar panel, that TARDIS out, and open it up and put a nice hard Dodger in that connects to the solar panels at the front and makes it part of the boat. So that's the future. So folks, one of the things that we've done this summer is we've replaced our Raymarine system with a B&G system. It's much better for sailboats, and I'm really glad we've done it. So I've replaced the 9-inch display out here with the B&G 9-inch that's attached to the helm console. We also, in that, had to do some changes to our autopilot because our autopilot is staying Raymarine. So to connect it, I had to move the wires around inside all those pipes and bring the wire up to this aerial that's just up there. It's at the end of our solar panels. So that's our GPS aerial for the Raymarine autopilot, and it steers us. We also put up on the mast, you can see there's a radar system up there, and that's our B&G radar. I love it. It works well. It connected right away. And I only had to run a wire down the mast, through the cabin, all of the compartments, up through the electrical, past the head, and guess what? Up into the console. But it works. Everything is powered up, and we're happy with that. Another job done. Lots to do next year. We are going to install a new fridge freezer system, an upright, so we don't have to take everything out of the fridge to get into the freezer. So that will be cabin times. We're going to be moving our dinghy to the swim platform, and so you see our dinghy, our new Striker dinghy, is on our foredeck right now, and that's for storage for the winter. We're also selling off our Yamaha 99 two-stroke to get rid of gas, and we'll be moving to an electric engine. We haven't exactly exactly decided on the brand yet, but we will have an electric motor for our dinghy in the spring. And looking forward to that. It's just one last carbon footprint that we can get rid of. So,
How did you find the Striker compared to the other dinghy the two dinghies we've had before?
the Striker is an amazing dinghy. It's made in the Vancouver area, and it's an aluminum rim. It's great. It pulls some water fantastic. With the 9.9, I can do 20 knots across the water. Loved it. It'll be fine with the, we'll hopefully get about a 6-horse electric, and we'll see what happens from there. But it's a great addition, and it will go on our swim platform when we're at sea at the back of the boat, and will be a really welcome addition to our fleet. One of the things we found when we switched out the diesel to an electric engine is we took out with the diesel and the fuel tank easily 2,000 pounds. We put back in about 500. And so you end up with this huge weight difference. And what it's done is, with our chain and the anchor, we are sitting bow down, which hasn't been a real problem this summer, but we want to balance the boat again, get it sitting level. And I've been given a few options, putting lead in the back to replace the weight from the engine, which just, it seemed like pointless because its use is for nothing but weight. So what I've looked at is I'm going to pick up another barrel of the 3/8 chain that we use forward. So that's 400 feet of chain. We'll add 600 pounds to the stern, and we'll put it in the stern lockers. We'll also have the dinghy on the back, so that's going to add some weight and take it off the front. I would think probably we'll sit almost level again. It's worth a try, and it does give us emergency chain if we lose our chain and anchor, or we have to have extra strength for maybe a hurricane or something like that. So looking forward to doing that in the spring. It's your typical boat. Bring out another 1,000, because that's what it costs for 400 feet of 3/8 chain.
for watching and for journeying along with us. Do stay tuned for more adventure videos. We've got some from the Camino de Santiago. So until next time, do remember to subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button below and the bell, and then you'll get a notification whenever we upload new video stories. So take care, bye for now, keep your dreams alive folks.